Next evening, the rain persisted, hammering against their apartment windows in a steady rhythm that felt almost unnaturally loud. Despite the laughter and jokes that filled the apartment the night before, an uneasy silence lingered between Malakia, Peaches, and Darlene. They tried to brush off the Ouija board experience as a silly prank, but each of them felt something odd, an itch they couldn't scratch, a feeling they couldn't shake. It was Peaches who suggested they try the board again. "We didn't finish, you know. What if we left something open?" Darlene snorted, feigning confidence. "Come on, it's just a board, but if you two are curious, I'll go along. Just don't start freaking out if it says something spooky." Malakia hesitated. She's dreamed of dark shadows the night before, hazy, unsettling images that still made her skin crawl, but her pride won over her fear. "Fine, but let's take it serious this time." They sat up in the living room again, lighting the same candles as before. The atmosphere was different this time, heavier. Boards seemed to carry an unspoken energy as if waiting for them. They each took their positions, placing their fingers lightly on the planchette. Peaches spoke in a hushed tone. "Abados, are you still here?" The planchette moved instantly, faster than the night before. The letters appeared almost eagerly. Y-E-S. A cold draft seemed to sweep through the room, though no windows were open. Malakia's pulse quickened. She swallowed, forcing herself to keep her hand steady. Peaches glanced at the others, her face pale. "Why are you here?" The planchette jerked, each letter seeming to scratch across the board with purpose. H-U-N-G-E-R. Darlene's face twisted with discomfort. "Hunger? What's that supposed to mean?" Before anyone could respond, the planchette started moving again, faster this time, almost violent. S-T-O-P-P-L-A-Y-I-N-G. The room fell silent. They exchanged nervous glances, each one debating whether they should end the session. Darlene, always skeptical, rolled her eyes. "It's just a trick. We're moving it ourselves." Malakia shook her head, her voice barely a whisper. "What if we're not?" Suddenly, the candles on either side of the board flickered wildly before going out, leaving only a faint glow from a single candle in the center. Shadows danced across the walls, twisting and stretching like dark figures watching from the edges of the room. They sat frozen, fingers still on the planchette, breath shallow and quick. The tension in the air was thick, almost suffocating. Peaches was the first to break the silence. "We need to end this now." Malakia nodded, her hand trembling as she tried to lift it from the planchette, but it wouldn't move. Her fingers felt glued to the surface as if something invisible was holding her in place. She looked up at her friends, fear in her eyes. I can't let go. What the fuck is going on? I can't let go." Darlene's expression hardened. Neither can I. They tried pulling their hands back, but it was as if an unseen force held them there, bound to the board. Panic swelled in Malakia's chest, her heart pounded so loudly she thought it was a burst. She clenched her teeth, squeezing her eyes shut, suddenly praying for it to stop. Just as suddenly as it started, the force released them and they all fell backwards, their hands free. The planchette slid to stop on one word. G-O-N-E. The three sat in silence, too shaken to speech, each one hunted by the same unspoken thoughts. Whatever they summoned, it wasn't going